All right, welcome back. We're back on the 34.4 today, and after a frustrating day yesterday of me deleting last week's work plus this week's work that was going to finish our video for today, I deleted them all. They say if you're going to be a YouTuber, it's all about recording and losing about half of your footage half the time, and that isn't the first time that's happened, but nonetheless, we're going to stay on it. This built Mike's way, and I'm Mike, so let's get to it. I'll give you guys an update. We did get the 351 Cleveland into the 34 Ford for the very first time. Luckily, I had a old C4 out back in stock, backyard, mainly for mock-up. I went ahead and set it in. It looks pretty good. I think I'm going to have to bring it up just a little bit. The angle-wise, I got a 1 quart larger aluminum thin transpan coming, and I actually got a cross member, tube cross member, and motor mounts for this coming. Let me go back here and show you what I did finish up. All right, as you can see here, this is the axle and this is the frame. What I did is I made a pie cut right here, and it's already cut down here, so when I lifted this, it made more room for the axle to come up, and it just changed the arch here. So that's going to give us more room for the axle to come up, which means the body can go lower. So here's the result of that. As you can tell, we have quite a bit of space right there, and it's going to make it really nice to lower the car down when we get to a show or something. Because I'm probably going to do a rear air suspension on this. Not sure which one yet. Maybe a cantilever setup. If I could find a set of air ride for the right cost. But yeah, so we got this already welded. We pretty much metal worked it. We do still have this back area to fill, but when we start getting closer, we will do that. We're going to finish up the bumper today. We do got to plug this hole and actually move it because I bought a larger tube, and their mounts for actually from brackets. It's the same bracket for a 34 or 32 Ford, but we do got to cut it. We got to get it protected so we don't end up scratching, banging this thing up, because get them to polish it out right. It's going to take a little bit of finesse and make sure we don't mess it up just having it around the shop. So we'll get it cut, we'll get it protected, get it tacked on, and then we'll go from there. We gotta get these holes moved. That's probably the first priority. Pretty much just like that. I use my metal ones for spacers when I go to get it back in. We'll get it centered up in there, and we'll get her tack welded and get her welded up here in a little bit. So my new stainless steel bumper. The C4 is in here. Very crudely, it just happened to hook right there when I was bringing it in. The C4 pin is just about even, but I'm gonna put a additional quart on this one just to help with the cooling for the big block. It does fit in here pretty nice. Obviously we don't have a carburetor right now. I'll have to find one of those, but overall not too bad. So another thing we're gonna do today is get it down in a ride height position. Right now I've got the back jacked up a whole lot, and I need to figure out what I need to do with the front to get into a ride height ride height area. So I wanna make sure my nose isn't up higher than my rear, otherwise I'm gonna look stupid. All right, I think this thing is looking pretty dang good. As you can tell, we got our check engine light on. All right, guys, the 34 is really coming along. I'm really ready to get this thing on the road. I've had it for quite some time now. Jamie will put up a pop-up of how long, I don't know, like 5 years or something. I really wanted to have it done quickly, and it's been forever. I got the body from Missouri. I drove, I think 8 hours one way a day after work on a Friday. I got caught in a crazy rainstorm, almost got in an accident with a couple of trucks that were locking them up, basically sliding all off the road, and I just happened to have a gap and I just got on it and left. The frame I ordered off of Speedway, the front end, front I-beam suspension I ordered off of Speedway. The hairpins are from Roadster Shop, and this grill I got from a buddy and Southern California, and I had a friend go grab it, pick it up, ship it to me, and I was really worried about that for quite some time until it got to me. I got some wheels here locally. Make sure you guys stick around because we're going to be right back on it next week. And the thing's really looking killer. We've got it really low to the ground now, right where I want it. We've got the engine in. We can really start doing some hardcore mock-up, get some of this thing mocked up so we can get the frame done, and then we can move on to the floor. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you next week, and we'll be back on the 34.